Good afternoon, staff. Our school letter grade came out today. They are embargoed, meaning they are not to be released to the public or the media just yet. They are going to be shared publicly November 14th, according to the IDOE. So unfortunately, our school letter grade dropped. Our school letter grade is a D at 64%. So I'm going to be sharing that info with you in this video because we only get to meet twice a month, and October is a little bit different. So, and we have a very full schedule. So I'm going to share that information with you now, and then leadership team, when we meet mid-October, we'll talk about next steps. So the document I'm going to share with you here to explain it, I'll also, that will be attached in the email, as well as the information which will have the individual student scores as far as their growth and all of that information. So let me go ahead and share that now and kind of explain it as we go. So this is the school letter grade sheet, just the top one. You'll notice I have some things highlighted. These are our weaker areas. So for passing rate, so I'm going to start down here because they'll put our total points up here, and then they are divided in half, and then that's our weight. So I'm going to compare, I'm going to show you this year's, and then the second page has last year's. So that will show you the difference in between. So for language arts, our overall passing rate was 54.6. Last year, our passing rate was 51.4. So in language arts, we did go up. Last year in math, this year our passing rate was 47.4. Last year our passing rate was 51. So our overall points was for passing was 25.5. And last year it was 25.7. So our weighted points for passing was pretty much the same. It was just slightly lower by 0.2 of a point. So that's not that big of a deal. What killed us this year and why our letter grade went down was because of growth. So because our passing rate here, we went up in language arts and down a little bit in math, but it evened out. What really hurt us was growth. So if we look at the second part here where growth is, and then I am going to, again, the bottom part here has all the stuff from last year, but I also have the document in front of me. So it's what I'm comparing it to. So if we look at growth, remember the top 75 and the bottom 25 count for the same amount. So in language arts, we did pretty well compared to last year. The points are a little bit different. So language arts top 75 was 97 and the bottom 25 was 92. Last year it was 90 and 108 were the points. Our total points for language arts was 94.8, where last year it was 99.5. But when we look at math, this year, our points were 70.7, 53.3 for a total of 62 points. Where last year it was 78, 86 for a total of 82 points. So we dropped 22 growth points in math, and we only dropped about, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 5 points here. So you figure that's 25 growth points that we dropped. So over here where it says total growth points, where it says 78.4 growth points, last year we had 90.9. So that is what really killed us. So when we go back up to the top, they take that 78.4 and divide it by 2, which is 39.2. So last year they took that 90.9 and divided it by 2, which was 45.5. And then they add that up, and that's how we get our letter grade. So last year we were a 71.2, which was a C. And this year we're a 64.7, which is a D. So that growth point in math really killed us. So that's something we're going to have to really think about in math. And just brainstorming, I'm thinking it's those critical thinking and problem solving skills. So we'll have to think about that as leadership team of what we need to do to improve that. Again, all those numbers I went over are down here at the bottom chart. So if I went through that a little bit fast, you can look at that on your own. But I did want to just kind of go over the school letter grade and talk about it instead of just sending the sheet in person. That way we can kind of see where it went. The other document that I'm sending is that first sheet, but it's, I think, 15 pages long. But that way you can see the individual student scores, who passed, who didn't pass, and how many growth points they got. So it will tell you if they got 0 points, and all those kinds of different things. So we'll tell you all that information. If you have any questions, please feel free to shoot me an email and I will do my best to answer them. Again, don't share this like on social media or anything. This is not available to the public until after November 14th. All right. Again, leadership team, we will go over this. Everybody is welcome, but leadership team, I think I just put it on the Google Calendar, and that is going to be October 16th in the library at 7:45 a.m. All right. Thank you.